Welcome to Diamond Solutions for Mathematics. Here is a question related with the topic for plus 2, that is 12th standard, that is especially the functions. Among the topic function, the very important question for 6 marks questions is finding the inverse of a given function. Here, show that the function f such that n maps n defined by f of x equals s square plus x plus 1, x belongs to n is not invertible. Finding the inverse of a given function is very important question, but here the question is quite different. We have to establish that the given function f of x equals s square plus x plus 1, x belongs to n is not invertible. It is not invertible. It is held. We can't find the inverse of the given function. Let f of x equals s square plus x plus 1, x belongs to n. Let x1, x2 belongs to n. x1 and x2 we are considering two natural numbers belongs to n. That is f of x1 equals f of x2. That is x1 square plus x1 plus 1 equals x2 square plus x2 plus 1. Then transposing all the terms in the RHS to LHS, x1 minus x1 squared minus x2 squared plus x1 minus x2 plus 1 minus 1 equals 0. That is then making the RHS 0. From this we can group the like terms, x1 squared minus x2 squared as a group plus x1 minus x2 plus equals 0. Plus 1 and minus 1 makes 0, therefore x1 squared minus x2 squared plus x1 minus x2 equals 0. The terms with the same power are grouped together. x1 squared minus x2 squared is x1 plus x2 into x1 minus x2. That is x1 minus x2 into x1 plus x2 plus 1 equals 0. That is x1 minus x2 equals 0. That we can take the second x1 equals x2. The second term is x1 plus x2 plus 1 not equal to 0. Therefore, we are not considering that term. Only taking x1 minus x2 equals 0. From that, x1 equals x2. If x1 equals x2, that is, first of all, we consider let x1 and x2 belongs to n two natural numbers. Therefore, f of x1 equals f of x2. From this, we conclude that x1 equals x2. Therefore, the given function is 1, 1, according to the concept we studied. Let k belongs to n. We can go to the next test for finding the function to be onto. Let k belongs to n be any natural number. Therefore, k equals f of x. That is, k equals x squared plus x plus 1. K taking towards one side, k x squared plus x plus 1 minus k we can take equals 0. That is x squared plus x plus 1 minus k equals 0. 1 minus k is considered to be a single term equals 0. And we can consider this expression to be a quadratic equation. From this, the solution is minus b root plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. That is x equals minus 1 plus or minus root of 1 minus 4 into 1 into 1 minus k whole by 2. That is minus 1 plus or minus root of, simplifying this, 4k minus 3, root of 4k minus 3 whole by 2. But this is not a rational number, natural number especially. Therefore, x may not be a natural number. There may not exist any natural number whose image is k. This is the image. Image is k. K is the value of k is this one. This is not considered to be a natural number. Therefore, f is not onto. Therefore, f is not invertible. For the first given function, the first test f is on 1, but the second function is, then the second test is not positive. It is not invertible. Therefore, don't forget to subscribe. Diamond Solutions for Mathematics for tough questions to discuss.